for my 10K followers now.
Yeah! We're both at 10K plus. I feel like getting to 10K followers is like turning 26 and being able to rent a car. It just like takes away that crossover just feels true to me.
So we did our elimination episode first, and then we're like, we still have to recap Croatia. So this one might be a little more quick, but also like there are things that happen. Starting with airport drama.
Airport.
So like the whole Nick and Vic cutting in line thing, that only scratched the surface of the stress we felt that day. Like our opinion, we didn't cut. If you think we cut, cool. I don't really care. But what was the real stress was, so we were with Colin and Christine Afghanimals. We already knew Chris and Brett and Tyler Corey on an earlier flight. So we were all like, those three teams would feel pretty good because we were like, Nicole and Victor are like not going to get on an earlier flight than us. And so we left on our first flight the next day to our connection in Hamburg, I think.
Hamburg.
And we're like, okay, we're doing good. Like, we're still ahead. Like, we checked the airport for Nicole and Victor, didn't see them.
Well, this is when Colin's skills like came in hot. Colin he figured out every single airline or like the couple airlines or couple flights that were going to Croatia that day. And he said, and he asked the person at the desk, is Victor Arroyo on this flight? That's like my brother, or that's my brother or whatever. Like, I want to know if he got on the flight.
Yeah.
And so we actually found out that they were indeed on the flight. So we were like, oh wow, they are getting in before us. We are the last three teams getting in. Are we racing for losers?
Yeah, so there was like a moment of like I felt stressed a little bit.
Yeah, me too.
Because we were like, okay, it's us, either us, Afghanimals, or Colin and Chris are gonna go home.
And we're like
three iconic Amazing Race teams about to duke it out for last. Like it's about to go down.
I remember Colin sitting there like, yeah, I don't really know. I just don't feel like any of us are going home today.
Yeah, he totally said that.
I feel like we're racing for first, to be honest.
So we flew to Croatia, landed, and the three of us sprinted out the airport, low-key thinking we're racing for 4th, 5th, and 6th.
And we got Blago, the best taxi driver.
Let us tell you about Blago.
In Croatia.
Who got our cameraman was like, you're definitely going to get so much airtime. You're hilarious.
And you didn't. Blago was on board.
He was like, hello, Team Fun. In Croatia, we have fish. Oh, do you like fish? Where are you going, Team Fun? Like, he was the most
with an African
happy
accent.
Well, that was
we said, Blago, what do you love about Croatia? Oh, everything. I love everything about Croatia. It is, just look around you. Look at the landscape. It's beautiful here. Just look at the landscape. And we're like, oh yeah, it is beautiful. What else do you love about Croatia? Oh, everything. The food is amazing. What kind of food do you like? Everything. The fish is so good. Oh, just look around you. The people are beautiful. I love everything about Croatia.
Amazing Race fans, you were denied the joy of Blago. Yeah. Honestly, his personality made me be like, yo, okay, like, Croatia. Like, let's have fun.
Like, it was off the map for me.
Yeah.
But I guess, actually, a lot of people go visit there.
Yeah, no, it's popular. Game of Thrones.
A lot of climbing is there, too.
Game of Thrones filmed in Croatia.
Okay.
So we get to the beach, and we have to do this challenge. We have to, like, deliver these drinks to this group of 6 to find the Travelocity roaming gnome. I low-key, I don't know if I ever told you this, or if you knew this about me. I always had so much trouble balancing drinks and food on trays. Like, when I was in college, in, like, the dorm, I, like, did not trust myself at the C4. I would get my food and then go back for my drink, because I didn't trust my ability to balance it. So I low-key was, like, internally, like, not freaking out. I was staying calm. I felt good. But I was low-key like, all right, I'm going to need all my focus. I don't think you knew that.
And then they made us, serve our own drinks rather than, like, take off each other's plate.
Yeah. I had this, like, thing with the gnome. I was like, hello, gnome. Yeah. I'm back, gnome.
Yeah.
I'm ready to ride a bike again, gnome. I was just, like, talking to the gnome and stuff.
A nice moment with the gnome.
Yeah.
A gnomant.
A gnomant.
A nice gnomant with the gnome. And we got to the like the place where we ran up the hill to get to the like weird church thing.
And we like out sprinted the Afghanimals. Like we passed them at one point.
No, so here's what happened is this is like another thing, like the same thing that happened to Jamal when we passed him
in
Switzerland, where we got there and we had to put helmets on. And so we just grabbed our helmets and like Jamal's like putting his helmet on, like instead of continuing to walk, he's like stopped to put his helmet on. And so I just like walked in front of him. Just like walked right in front of him, and it was a thing that people could do only one at a time, so we just got there before.
Yeah, no, that's what happened.
When we were running down, Colin and Christy were running up, and they had their backpacks, and I felt so bad for them.
Because we left our backpacks in the car.
Like,
because it was an uphill run.
I should have said, like, drop your backpacks. You'll get back to it.
We almost did the scuba diving detour. I know you wanted to do that.
I did. I wasn't sure.
Like, we should do poetry.
You're right. Because Dave and Connor, that one challenge that Dave and Connor had to do where it took them, it just seemed so hard for him to memorize. I thought it was going to be in a different language. He had to memorize, like, that song in another language. And I was like, this is going to be impossible. But then it was obviously the right choice. It was one of the most fun challenges I think we've ever done on the Amazing
Race. It was
Race.
Just so insane. It was literally the most insane thing ever.
I've also just been dreading the Amazing Race, like, bathing suit because they're always, like, so...
Skimpy?
Skimpy is the word, yeah. And, like, you never know when that challenge is going to show up. Like, psh, I'm all natural, you know what I'm saying?
We're doing the poem, and I think, the poem was, like, I don't know, like, maybe 14 lines, so I think we decided Becca would do the first 6, I would do the last 8, is how we split it out. And, yeah, basically this ride on this boat takes a good...
8 minutes?
I think it was 8 minutes, you think?
I think so, maybe not.
5 to 8 minutes.
Maybe you had 5 minutes, and then it was a few minutes of
getting back to dock. Because, there was the point where they'd say go, and you could turn over the board.
Yeah.
And then once the ride stopped, they would tell you, like, turn it over.
Yeah.
And not look at it anymore. But that was
so ridiculous.
That was actually not the first time I've been on one of those things before.
Really?
I'd gone on one of my friends here, when I went, like, water skiing with them, and they had one of those things, and the dad would, like, try to toss us off. And he was, like, really successful with it. Yeah. But so I was like, okay, I've been on one of these before.
But we actually got the whole thing second try. And, like, we were getting it rap style. Like, we were getting it good. Though I was very impressed by everyone else's performances, particularly Victor with his, like, we'll be back with more drama and better lyrics. His little, like, butt wiggle was perfect. Leo and Jamal, everyone was doing a very good job with I
think they were more theatrical than we were.
They were.
I thought we were being,
I know. Made me feel actually really inadequate.
Yeah. Who are we if we're not Team Fun? Like,
like, all these people are looking way better. And I was so sure I had it all right. And it's just so interesting how, like, those blind spots can arise because turns out touristic is a word. And I think part of it was, like, I really related to the line. I was like, feeling like tourist folk. I feel like a tourist folk out here. Like, I feel that. I get it. I'm a tourist folk. And that was what was in my head.
And I think after the third time of not getting it, because we're both like, I was like, okay, I know I have this.
Yeah. I was like, I know I have it too.
So then I was like, maybe, like, the commas. Pay attention to the commas. And the punctuation. Like, okay, pause more. Short taxi ride to the underground Diocletian's Palace area. Who wants to take marching orders?
Floyd.
Yeah, I was like, okay, marching, like, frick
Floyd. He got in his little tunic.
Yeah, it was like, oh, frick, it's gonna be tight. And, like, once I read the clue, I was like, okay, like, memorize the location of these 5 bands. Let's go. Like, I was ready.
And then Floyd's comes out second try,
like
a boss.
Yeah, most people were like, did you really get that first try? No, it was second try.
But still, like a boss.
No, it was good.
Like a boss, like a gangster.
like a what?
Like a boss, like a gangster.
To this day, I'm still impressed about the choreography that it took to pull off, to, like, perfectly switch and shuffle. It was like, switch.
Yeah, they knew where they were going each time.
It was actually very impressive. Maybe it was always the same dudes doing the same things and they just changed who were in the band. I don't know. But I was really impressed with that choreography. Actually. How did I get it? Because I'm just intelligent as a motherfucker.
Well, it was funny because the camera guy was like, Floyd, tell us about your technique for that challenge. And Floyd's like, I didn't really have a technique. I just kind of, like, saw 3 in the back, so I put 3 fingers here, and then I just had to remember where the other 2 were, and so it wasn't that hard. It's like, well, that sounds like a technique to me.
Yeah, because I didn't really know what I did. We said goodbye to Blago. Because we loved Blago. And, like, he gave us big hug.
We gave him a fun meter.
He was like, where can I take you next, guys? And I was like, Blago, we have to go. Like, we have to go to the pit stop, Blago.
We gotta go by foot now,
We love you, Blago.
We gotta go by foot.
There was, like, a crowd gathering around us. I remember vividly. Like, a bunch of tourists were like, what the frick is happening? Why is there cameras and this Blago dude and these 2 random...
Yeah, because it was like a love story.
It was.
Parting.
It was Blago, man.
To get in this boat, and it took us a minute to figure out, like, how to best row the boat at first, like...
Which eventually just meant Becca rowed.
Yeah.
And I've pointed.
And going backwards too is definitely easier to like row to the back. And so I wasn't looking, and Floyd was telling me how close we were.
I was like, Phil's right there.
Phil's right
Go
there.
this way.
Go
Like,
that way. Yeah, I was like, just keep pointing at Phil so I know which direction. And then it turned out like he was literally like 10 feet from me.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the puppies weren't there when we got there. They had been taken away. I was very upset about missing the puppies.
Yeah. We still saw the dogs.
And also one thing I laughed at, we were kind of into this thing at that point of doing this like,
oh, that's what it came.
And when we got to the pit stop, you could see us doing that. We were like, thought it was the funniest thing.
We were shocked that we got third place.
Even though we knew, I think there was a part of us that had counted how many teams were ahead of us.
Well, and also when we were in the changing tent for the swimsuits, there was a big freaking backpack just laying there. Then I was like, oh, that looks like Chris's bag. But I was like, but surely they're past this already.
Yeah.
And then like it was still there when we left. And like, so we like knew, but then hearing Phil say you're in third place, we're like, whoa, we just caught up to some of those first teams. Like we killed that way. One of the like behind the scenes producers was one of my best friends my freshman year of college. Or we were best friends. We were really close. Connor Oberg, his fiance's dad was the pit stop, like a producer there. Yeah, he was like, "Are you Floyd?" And I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Do you know Connor Oberg?" And I was like, "Yeah." Like back in Colorado, we're on the other side of the freaking world right now. And he's like, I'm his like girlfriend's dad." It was like the most like it actually was.
World.
It was crazy. I was like, "Wow, I'm actually really cool." It felt very homely. Like, wow, this is like destiny that I'm here with you right now, like making the race feel much smaller, and that was a cool moment.
We had our pit stop interview in like this ancient ruins place,
which is really cool.
So many ancient ruins there. Yeah, it was really cool.
Although during that pit stop interview, I was like, because they tried this after like 7, they were trying this thing of like instead of having to stand for the interviews, like sit and look casual. So we were like casually sitting, and I had this like the ruined wall was like going right up my butt. Like it was actually so uncomfortable.
And there you have it, Croatia.
Place.
Croatia, but I barely know ya. Isn't that something Tyler said?
That's a popular expression.
Is it?
Did he say that though?
Yeah. He's funny. They make me laugh so much.
Breastfeeder in the food court.
Breastfeeder in the food court.
She's the best feeder in the food court. Told you yesterday to put your breast away. Copyright Tyler and Corey.
Yeah.
People are gonna be like, "What's wrong with breastfeeding in public?" It's a satire.
It's a satire. Just ask Tyler.
Yeah. Just ask Tyler Oakley, right? You have his number. Yeah. We do.
We'll see you all in Dallas.
Yeah, in Dallas. Amazing Race finale this Wednesday.
Good job. We did it, Floyd. We did all our recaps.
Yeah, we're caught up.
Everybody thank you for your comments. Thank you for your love. Thank you for you being you. Thank you for supporting us. This is Team Fun right here. My friend Sarah Nicholson, aka at Petite Press, made these custom emojis and logo for us. I want to make sure she gets the credit where that credit is due.
Unstoppable. Oh, sorry.
Because there ain't no emojis that actually look like that. There aren't blue-eyed emojis in that clean
hairline,
cut, that hairline. You don't
fresh
get that
cut.
on that emoji.
You don't get that apple. You don't do that. No, in this Funstoppables.com. Tanks, shirts, socks. Want us to speak at your bar mitzvah? Let's get busy.
We're the best bar mitzvah speech you ever did see. Graduation, yeah, that's us. Wedding, us.
Harvard University commencement, us.
Corporate,
Google,
us. Google, us.
Amazon, us.
Tom's Shoes, us.
Ellen
DeGeneres, us. Please, Ellen,
us.
Ellen, for real, Ellen.
For real. We know you're NBC and we're CBS, but please, Ellen, just like make it happen.
Shoot.
No, I think it can happen. Don't talk about it.
It can happen.